Hello friends, welcome to a beautiful end of summer day at a salvage yard as we tour this place. Put on YouTube. This is YouTube link. Alright, and I'm gonna stop. I gotta give you the full lowdown of what we're cruising in. Ugh. This here is a typical salvage yard yard car that's driven around. Definitely no longer street legal. But I tell you one thing, boy, it'll run forever on a tank of gas, and it's got the coldest air conditioner you've ever had in your life. We're just gonna tool around here and give y'all about a 2-minute video view of what a junkyard looks like. Now, I ain't talking about one of them big old corporation junkyards like LKQ or something like that that's got humongous buildings and all that jazz. This is a true survivor type of yard that's family owned. Now, when they bought it from the people they bought it from, the owners had split it into 2 yards, and this building had just been built, and it was going to be a U-pull it. They was going to put cars up here, and something about if it'd fit through that yellow, if it'd fit through that yellow thing, it'd sell it to you or something like that. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I never came during that period. We'll check this out just real quick. I gotta get back up in the office. I had to bring one of my guys some water out here. He's out here doing some maintenance, and we was literally about to work him to death. But look at this van. It's one of the hardest hit vehicles I've ever seen come in. Just the pure energy and force. We're gonna do a profile view of it. There's your profile view. The front end used to be out to here. It drove it plumb back up to the A-post. The dude's feet had to been entrapped because it's collapsed the floorboard and on the pedals. And just see where it hit above the frame rails. Whatever it hit above the frame rails, and it just raked everything back. Just scraped it right off the frame. And I don't know much about anything, but I don't think he ever hit the brakes, to be honest with you. One thing I did find in here that's, I don't know if it has any bearing on calls, but there's about 20 methadone bottles or something in there. Look at that. That is an impact, folks. It had to just knocked his block off because it popped up like that when he hit. And you talk about, look at the pedals, man. I mean, this is a hard one, people. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, we need a little bit of rain because it's dusty out here. We're up on the top part of the yard, what we call the upper part. We're up on a plateau up here. Little rally car. And there's a trailer on the other side of that camper over there. I wouldn't mind renting one day. I've done talked to them about it, and I'd be living right next door, wouldn't be it? Whereas now it's like a 30-40 minute commute here. It'd literally take me as long as I could put me a gate in that fence and walk through it. It'd be healthy to walk up the office. Now you see how high up we are right here. This is called the curve, and you can see where we're about to drop off a hill here. we line them up, we stack them. There's another one that's run up under an 18-wheeler type of deal. Hit above the frame rails and just raked everything back. People are on their phones too much, and I guarantee you, they just run up under the 18-wheelers, you know. We're going down in the bottom. This is our scrap metal pile. That's where anything metal goes for recycling later. That truck's pretty cool. If you ain't been on my TikTok, check it out. That was pulled out of the bottom of a lake at F-250. And this is all new down here, man. This used to be swamp down in here. And we had a few hundred loads of fill, then a few hundred loads of gravel come in. And that gives us a bunch more acreage. Pretty neat. Made us this little ramp up here. You can see we're going back uphill. And headed back up the office, because there's two ways. You can go through the bottom like we just came, or we're about to come to this little junction. You gotta stop and look both ways or you'll get T-boned. And that goes up to the top where we stopped, you know. And here we are back up front to the office. This is where you park this little yard car, because it's a community vehicle. And the button's broke, so you just gotta put it in neutral. Turn the key off. Boom. Just, I mean, just like turning it off normal. Who's that dude? That's a big old truck. Oh yeah, babe. Alrighty. And that's your salvage yard, people. That's a tour around salvage yard. Look at that sky. They said on the news this morning it was officially the end of summer today. While I don't like cold weather, hey, I can always put on layers of clothes to keep warm, but I can't take off layers of this gut to keep me cool. So I'm partial to the cool weather. There's one of our guys, Mr. Corey, super good dude, hard worker. And you see this in old salvage yards like this. Back then, before we had, you know, they had a lot of electronic or battery-powered sawzalls and I guess a bunch of equipment in general. They'd pull engines by that. Put the car out there, pull the engine, and roll it on this hoist around here. Let it down onto the engine roll-around stand and roll it back in there. Back when this was all the storage I needed, that was genius, man. Now we just pull that forklift right up to the front of the car and pull it out of it with a forklift, or drop it out the bottom of the car onto the floor, you know. So that lift is never used anymore, but it's a pretty neat concept. Genius, man. That's redneck ingenuity. And there you go. Y'all have a good one. Till the next time, comment and let me know what else you might like to see in a true country junkyard, because there ain't nothing really that I can't cover. These are new locations. This is one of my goals to finish by the end of the day. We had this wall. We just recently made this a little lunch area, and I've been relocating all 641s, which is window switches, and this is going to be 641A1, B1, C1, and then A2, A3, you know. And I'm doing about 6 switches per location, 6 switches to not overfill it. And it's just time consuming, because if you see, the reason I'm doing it is because our roof started leaking. Well, it started leaking on some of my electronics. Well, all my window switches was right down through here, and window switches are, you know, a easy sale and fast movers, and I had to do something about it. So I'm moving all this stuff. Anything that's electronic, I'm taking off these. You know, anything dumb like them center caps that's okay to get wet if the roof might leak. They're supposed to have it fixed, but I've heard it before. And so, as you can see, that's what I'm working on, is switches today. Switches at my desk. Logging them on them new locations, and I got my tags ready. But like I said, my buddy hollered at me needing some water, so I'm just a real go-getter, I guess. So, till next time, comment, follow, subscribe if you ain't. Till the next one.